It often surprises people outside the law that the highest duty of every legal practitioner is their duty to the court, not their duty to the client or to their firm or some vague duty to justice. The highest duty of any legal practitioner is their duty to the court. That duty is conducted in a few different ways, but perhaps the most important of those is that a legal practitioner must not, under any circumstances, lie to the court, nor may they condone efforts to mislead the court. People sometimes think that lawyers are professional liars, that they will say whatever they need to say to win. Nothing could be further from the truth. This case followed on from an awful tragedy. Mr. Vernon was an onlooker when a car driven by Bosley, a nanny employed by the family, plunged into a river. He saw rescuers try and fail to save two of his children. Some time later, he was simultaneously involved in personal injury proceedings seeking compensation for post-traumatic stress disorder and family law proceedings after the breakdown of his marriage. He had a report undertaken by mental health professionals for the personal injury proceeding, and those reports showed that he really was very unwell. His compensation for personal injury was calculated on that basis. However, after trial and before judgment, it emerged that there was a later report by the same mental health professionals for the family law proceeding, and that one was much more positive. Copies of those reports and the family law judgments were sent anonymously to Mr. Vernon's opponents, who reopened the case. The court considered what Mr. Vernon's barrister should have done as soon as he learned of the true situation. Lord Justice Stuart Smith said, "Where there is a danger that the court will be misled, it is the duty of counsel to advise his client that disclosure should be made. If the client refuses to accept the advice, then it is not, as a rule, for counsel to make the disclosure himself, but he can no longer continue to act. The non-appearance of counsel and solicitors would immediately alert the defendant's advisors, if not also the judge, that something was afoot. From this case, we confirm that even though it might harm the client, a lawyer must not lie to the court or allow the court to be misled."